slept in. It was Super Bowl Sunday yesterday. The Chiefs won the Super Bowl. I'm so excited, which is like maybe mildly or extremely annoying to you, but I don't care. So we were obviously like up late because it went into overtime, and then like we wanted to watch like the post-game stuff for like Taylor and Travis. Duh. So we slept in a lot, but I realized I just brushed my teeth. Just gonna... Oh, okay, it's not that bad. So I'm doing a work week in my life, which I don't think I've done ever. So this is fun. This week is like my first kind of full week on the schedule of my new restaurant job. And so I say like work week, and I know people like do that when they have their like careers, and we know that I don't yet. But I wanted to like maybe switch up the content a little bit. Like I'm working, I'm getting a paycheck. I had a really busy shift on Saturday. I'm like running around like herd behind it, just yeah. And I've never worked food service before. I feel like in high school and then like over college summer breaks and stuff, people either fell into like the food service category or like the retail category as like a job you did, you know, in high school or summer break. Like I said, never done either of those because I was fortunate enough to always be coaching. Like we were in a rush and I had to change the receipt paper at the cash register, and anyone who's worked in food service or like retail probably like knows how to do that. Never done that before in my life, and I'm like a 27-year-old woman, so I was just like stressed, but it worked out. It was fine. Everything's fine. So I'm working 3 days this week. I'm Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I have off the rest of the week, but I also have three more interviews this week. 2 were initial interviews and then 1's a follow-up interview, and then I'm done. I desperately want to self-tan, but I'm all out of my self-tanner. I used the tanning drops from Isle of Paradise, and I'm like bare bones. It is dry, but I'm on my whole like low spend, no spend thing. If you watched my February goals video, if you didn't, I posted like a February reset video a little bit late into the month, but I was talking about like goal setting and like January recap and like all of that stuff, and I kind of enjoy it. So if you haven't seen that, go watch it. Because I'm going to try to be like implementing some of the goals and like habits and stuff that I talked about in that video this week. Let me know if you like that video, because I'd love to do more. I talked about it in that video, but I'd love to do more like sit down talking about a certain topic, you know, type videos. But I work just like a short shift today. It's like 11 to 3. It's 10:30 right now. The restaurant is literally hop, skip, and a jump down the road, which is nice. And I don't have to look like a certain way. There's like a uniform, of course, but I bought non-slip shoes. I had to buy non-slip shoes. I hate the non-slip shoes. Really not about the non-slip shoes. But I'm gonna get dressed and like be on my way so I'm not late. Okay, welcome to the week. I'm about to shower, but I got home from work. I thought it was 3 that I was done, and then it was actually 4, and then I didn't leave till 4:30. So, but I walked into the room, and this is what's on the dresser. How sweet. Wait, look at this one that he tore. Oh, I'm showered. I just put on comfy clothes. I can't remember the last time I wore like shorts, but it's been pretty warm in Pittsburgh actually. I was going to go to the gym. I decided I'm not. I know this vlog was supposed to be like, or it still is. It's very early. It was supposed to be like working my life and like doing my goals for my habits and all the stuff that I mentioned in my February reset video. I thought I was gonna get home like an hour and a half earlier than what I did. And I was supposed to do legs today. It was like the workout split that I had set for myself. And my legs already hurt just from standing all day. I just have like other things that I need to do. I have an interview early tomorrow morning, and I need to prep for that and just like do some other things. I need to edit some content, other stuff. So I just don't want to go to the gym. So I'll do legs tomorrow, probably. And then like pick up the rest of my workout routine from there. It's just gonna be a night in, and I really want to read some of my book too. I started a new book. It's 7:30 supposed to be at work at 9. So I scheduled this interview. When I was talking to the resident director, he was like, oh, I can do, you know, noon this day, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, cool. Do you by chance have like availability earlier than that? He was like, I could do 7 o'clock, and the program's Central Time, so it's 8 my time. And I was like, oh, that'll be good. Because I was thinking I'd rather do it like earlier than like right in the middle of the afternoon. Because of like the lunch rush. And today is the earliest day that I've been scheduled yet. So it is what it is. Like I said, the restaurant is like just down the road. And the interview, like the what is it, the Teams meeting is set from 8 to 8:50. I'm gonna try to, I mean, obviously like do the interview to the best of my ability, but like try not to make my answers like super long-winded. Because I actually can tend to do that, like ramble on and on and on. Oh, I just stuck my finger in that. But I'm nervous. Not really for the interview. I feel like I've gotten in a pretty good groove with my interviews. They're asking a lot of like similar questions, which makes sense. But I'm nervous because even though the restaurant's just like a few minutes away, it'll be like right at 9 o'clock. So I don't know if the traffic's gonna be bad, because I live right off of like a main road that like a lot of people use to get into the city. Eventually, well, like right now I would love one, but I don't know if I need to like spend money on it right this, you know, moment. I would love a new boar bristle brush for like my slick backs, but I feel like they get really crusty because of like the product that I put in my hair when I do these ponytails, and they're like really hard to clean. If anyone has a recommendation for a better one, let me know. Also, I know I mentioned these before, but these are the best hair ties. These like fabric ones, like the only ones that like really hold my hair in place. I also need to, hold on, let me just clear my memory card. I also need to stop at Target and get more of my SPF and also like moisturizer from Naturium. I talk about this all the time, but it's so good. It was actually funny yesterday. There was this, it was like middle of lunch rush, okay? There's like a line, right? And this older gentleman comes up to me with his food and he's like, I'm a stand-up comedian. Do you want to hear a joke? And I'm like, do I have an option? So, and it's like a horrible joke. I couldn't even tell you what it was. But he's like talking to me and, you know, hits me with the, you have a beautiful smile. And I have a coworker that like he walked away, and my coworker was like, oh my God, like, oh. Most people that I work with don't know that I like am a doctor, and like I worked with patients all the time, specifically old men in the last several months was like my primary patient population. So I am just so like used to it, like nothing phases me. I'm gonna do my usual interview outfit, my little brown shirt and tan blazer. I'm literally gonna put my work pants on and my freaking non-slip shoes. So all I have to do is just like change my top and leave. Okay. Wish me luck. I'm back from work, and as you can probably tell, the sun has set. So I was supposed to do 9 to 1, and then they were like, hey, can you actually schedule 4? And of course I was like, yes, absolutely. I'd love nothing more. But my feet just hurt so bad. And because I didn't do legs yesterday, I mean, I could do arms, but I'm just gonna do legs tonight. I'm wearing this set from Fabletics that I've had for, I don't know, like a while now. But I just realized that like this used to be white. It's like definitely not white anymore. It's like potentially gray. But I cleaned, this looks so weird. But I cleaned my Hokas so they're really nice and white, but my socks are really crusty looking as well. So I need to like do my whites and just like pour a little touch of bleach in there and just brighten everything up or something. Because we're looking a little bit dull. And I'm gonna try out these headphones today. These aren't mine. Mike's mom got them for Christmas, but I don't think has used them yet. And she's away. So Mike was like, yeah, just like try them out because I'm in the market for new headphones. I have like the corded ones, you guys know. And like I thought they were cool and like I didn't need other headphones, but they're really annoying on leg day, especially when I don't have leggings with pockets. Because I have to like stick it in my waistband and I like can't squat comfortably and like whatever. So I'm gonna try those out today and we'll see how it goes. The gym's gonna be so packed today, I can just feel it.
Would have thought your adventure turned into a forever stay.
I slept in a little bit this morning. I was still up like in the 6 o'clock hour. But I did my whole morning routine like very out of order. Like usually I'll like sit and read and journal and do my ice roller. And then I'll eat something, maybe go to the gym and then come back and make myself a real breakfast. But I haven't read or journaled yet, but I did like, not a full face of makeup by any means, but like a tinted moisturizer and like curled my eyelashes. Just because I was feeling like it. I'm gonna go to the gym. I just made myself breakfast. I'm gonna sit down, read and journal while I eat my breakfast. And yeah, and then I have to go to the restaurant at 11 and I'm supposed to be there for 4 hours from 11 to 3. And I'm trying really hard. Not that I like have other things to do, but I am just really tired, honestly. But it's just like a very quick environment, like fast-paced environment. I'm on my feet all day, walking around, and the non-slip shoes are horrendous. It's Valentine's Day, so I don't know, like we don't have reservations anywhere or anything. I don't know if we'll like go grab something to eat and just like stay in or something like that. I don't know. And I used those headphones like that I mentioned yesterday, and I just feel like they're too, like they stick out too far from my head. And I think I want something like a little bit flatter, if that makes sense. Something that, like I love the look of the Apple AirPod Max Pro, whatever, the over-the-ear ones. But they're just like unreasonably expensive, and I've heard people say that like they don't love them that much, like there's still issues with them. So I wonder if I can find like something similar for much less, because I don't need like amazing sound quality. Honestly, noise canceling kind of freaks me out. Like I need to be able to hear like a little bit of something. I don't think I like talked to the vlog since I've been back home. It was very slow today, but I was supposed to work 11 to 3, and then it was like, hey, can you schedule 3:30, and it's 30 minutes. I'm like, yeah, sure. But then I am the cashier, so I have to like count the money in my drawer and like deposit it and like put it in the safe and like balance the whatever. And like I said, I've never done like a cash register job, and so I'm like not like super familiar with that process. So it like took me a while, and like the manager had to come help me, and which was fine because I've never done it before. So then it was like 4:20 by the time I got my food and left, because we get a free meal every shift, which is dope. But I just have to like realize that I'm definitely not gonna be like done and home when when my shift ends, basically. But I took a shower. I had my hair slicked back and just needed to wash it. I'm gonna dry it, and Mike and I are going to a movie tonight for Valentine's Day. We didn't really make any reservations because I didn't know what my work schedule was gonna be. But we wanted to see the new Sydney Sweeney movie. Who else is in that? That one guy. I can't remember his name. But I don't know if they took it out of theaters, but they're showing it maybe just for Valentine's Day. At a theater nearby. So we're going to that, and I need to dry my hair. I also am doing laundry right now, so I have like one of Mike's old fraternity t-shirts on. I used to just live in these, like the sorority fraternity t-shirts. This is like all I wore during college. And now, I mean, it doesn't matter because I'm literally just like drying my hair. But now I'm like, I have like a personal thing against just like wearing t-shirts in public. I don't know, and not like a cool t-shirt that you can like style. I don't know, just like your old high school softball t-shirt. Get rid of it. We don't need it. I'm also really heavily considering cutting my hair. I got it trimmed, in November. And like in my head that was like a couple months ago, but that was 4 months ago. Like mentally it needs cut. Physically it doesn't need cut, but like mentally it needs cut. Right? Okay, the room's kind of a mess because I was rushing it ready. It took forever to dry my hair, but I think I'm gonna put on my 112 tattoo, just, you know, for aesthetic purposes. Doesn't really make sense to wear it to a movie, but whatever. I'm wearing this gray sweater that I thrifted from Mike's Closet. I literally actually thrifted this in St. Louis. Hi, dear. What's up? Thrifted Coach bag. Lululemon leggings because my jeans are in the wash, and then my little Reebok sneakers in my white socks that are not the same shade of white at all. And my hair is kind of frizzy, but I didn't have time to like run a straightener through it or anything. And it's 10 minutes after Mike wanted to leave. So so super pale. The movie was good. I'm not like in love with it by any means, but Mike was saying that like they don't make like a good, you know, like good rom-coms anymore, just like simple movies, you know what I'm saying? Which he's kind of right, and so I appreciate that. Like I love a good rom-com, you know? But I don't know. And like it is a rom-com, so the acting doesn't need to be like otherworldly, next level. So it's a rom-com. But something about Sydney Sweeney just, I don't know, like didn't hit for me. And I didn't watch Euphoria, but that's like the only, I know she's like obviously done other things, but that's the first thing I saw of her. First, you know what I'm talking about. I didn't like watch it all the way through, but I, you know, seen like some episodes here and there and like clips and whatever. And from everything I had seen, I thought she was really good in Euphoria. I don't know, just like something about it didn't like, I don't know. I just took my makeup off to my skincare. My hands have felt so dry recently, and I have to assume that like one, it's winter, and two, and like most importantly, I'm like washing, and this is like coming out. I'm like washing and sanitizing my hands. Like, oh fuck. Okay, that's a lot. I'm washing and sanitizing my hands all the time now. At the restaurant. Okay, this is a lot. I've been mixing these two Necessaire hand creams that I got sent. I love them. This one has retinol in it, the black one, and the white one's just like a regular hand cream, but this one's a little bit thicker. But I've been mixing them. This is way more than I usually put on, but they're very nice. Okay, this is gonna have to like go up to my elbows. Why did I do this? I'm gonna sit, well, I'm gonna like get my pajamas and everything and read my book. I've just read little bits, and it's good. I like the writing style, but I haven't like really gotten to the story yet. I don't know what I'll get up to tomorrow because I'm off tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. Oh, what am I talking about? Literally, what am I talking about? I have 2 interviews tomorrow. later than I wanted to be, but I slept horribly last night. I kept like waking up every couple hours. I was literally having dreams about the restaurant that I work at. Like, none of it made sense. It was just like I just felt like I didn't get like I was never in like a deep sleep. So my alarm went off and I was like, I'm just not even gonna, there's no thought about like, should I get up? It's just like immediate no. I woke up, I folded some laundry that you guys saw, made breakfast, coffee, journaled a little bit. I was gonna read, but today is my cardio day, and so I usually will just like do like a walk on the treadmill for 45 minutes to an hour. So I brought my book to read while I was on the treadmill, and I'm also gonna try to get like some other stuff done like on my phone. I like to prep for my interviews. I have a Notion page for all of my interviews, or like all the sites that I interviewed for. Stuff about them, stuff about like what I thought of the program. Some interview spots like gave me a case report beforehand, so I like have information about the case report and going through that on their page. So yeah, so I'm gonna plan that out on my phone. As far as like, you know, prepping for the two. I guess I only have one new interview today. The other one is like a follow-up. And I've only had one other follow-up interview. I thought it was going to be like clinical questions. Made me nervous, but it was more just like they were trying to like catch a good vibe, which is great. Because it's a lot less stressful. So I don't know what this one will be like, but I can't really necessarily prep for that one. But the other one is like brand new to me, so I can prep a little bit more for that. And I have like some emails and stuff I need to respond to, so I might get that done while I'm walking on the treadmill too. I'm ready. Well, I like got dressed, but I still need to like get ready for my interview. This isn't what I'm gonna wear, but I didn't want to just like hang out in like gross clothes. I didn't sweat while I was at the gym. I was just like walking. But I didn't want to just sit in my gym clothes all day. I put this outfit on that it's like not like special. I'll show you guys. But I'm doing my makeup. You know when you like wear earrings in your second holes for the first time in like a few weeks, and it's just like you can just like feel them in there. It's not like it hurts, but it's just like you notice them. But I wanted to show you the makeup that I've been doing pretty much every day. I have been doing a little bit more. This is like that lighting. I kind of like that a little bit better. I don't know. Anyways, I have been doing kind of like more of a full face for my interviews, but then I realized that like really no one cared. Most of the interviewers are men, which is fine, but like they're not gonna be able to tell the like, oh, I don't like that lip color on her. Like they don't, that like doesn't register in their head. Also, it's not like I'm like meeting them face to face. It is on Zoom, so it just kind of, it's fine, whatever. But I still like to do some, just because one, you can tell like on the camera, I think, and two, it's just like we can feel like something's happening, you know? So I already did my skincare. My morning skincare is pretty simple. I'm almost out. I'm like out of all my skincare products. And it's really rude how that always happens like at the same time. I always run out of all my products at the same time. And I have like this tinted moisturizer like literally in my hand right now. I got this a while ago from, the brand is like not who sent it to me. Stylevana, that's who sent it to me. It's a website that has just like, they house a bunch of like different skincare brands, and primarily like Korean skincare brands and like Korean beauty products, which are top notch. But they sent me this. It is like a propolis serum, which is like good for a lot of different things. It's derived from bee, like honey or something. It has a lot of like anti-inflammatory type properties, I think. And then you guys know I talk about this all the time. My Naturium Dew Glow Moisturizer with SPF 50. This is my 4th tube of this, and I usually don't repurchase a ton of skincare because, not that I get like loads in like gifting and PR and stuff. But especially last year, I was getting kind of a lot, and so I wasn't finding the need to repurchase a lot of the same product because I had stuff kind of like waiting for me to try. But this, I will repurchase again. Oh shoot, I didn't do my brows, but I literally have this tinted moisturizer on my hand. Why do I always do that? Like as soon as I turn the camera on and I'm doing makeup, I like forget how to do it, or like do it in like a different order than I usually do. I don't know why. Okay, can I just like, I don't want to waste this. Okay, I'm just gonna like be really careful with this. Yeah. And I've talked about this before, but this is Future Gel by, I think she's actually rebranding it. But I'll link it below. The girl that does my brows, who lives in St. Louis, she's like a hair and makeup artist and like has her own brand. But this is her product and it's so good. I like to let them sit and dry before I do my foundation. I don't wear foundation, but my base, whatever, which is this, and what's been sitting on my finger, the Say Slip Tint. Yeah, that's what it's called. It's a tinted moisturizer and it also has SPF 35 in it. And I don't really like need the SPF because I wear every day the Dew Glow moisturizer that has SPF 50. And I don't mind blending this out with my hands because it is like an actual moisturizer texture. I feel like more so than other tinted moisturizers. I feel like the term tinted moisturizer got really misconstrued and they're all like really light coverage foundations. I think it matches me pretty good right now. I don't have a tan, obviously. Then I'll use my Kosas concealer. I've been trying to do less concealer just because I feel like it gets weird under my eyes after a while, and I feel like I just need like a little bit kind of lower down on my under eyes, not like pressed all the way up to like my lower lash line, if that makes sense. Go like blend it up there, but I don't need to like apply it there. I'll just do like spot treatment, spot coverage. I don't know. Wherever I need it. So I had like some breakouts, like I mentioned. This ugly old one on my chin. This concealer, even though it's like for my under eyes, I don't like a concealer that's like so super bright anymore, especially for every day, that it like can be used for decent spot coverage. Okay, and then I'm gonna set my face quickly, more specifically my under eyes. This is a little, what are these called? Beauty puff things for powder. Also from the same girl who does my brows. And then this Kosas powder. And then I just lightly set under my eyes, and then also on my eyelid, pat the excess around my face where I can like tend to get shiny, especially on the days that I have interviews or that I'm filming something. I have like my light, it'll really just reflect off the center of my face, so I like to do that on those days. I know this product's been around forever, but it's been one of my favorites recently. This is Benefit Benetint. Oh my god, I remember people talking about this like back in like the OG YouTube beauty guru era. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of bronzer today. This stuff blends really well. I feel like you have to use kind of a bit for it to stay. Like if you blend it too much, it's kind of just like gone a little bit, but I don't like a heavy like contour or anything like that, so I just blend it lightly, and then instead of like really going after it, I kind of just tap it in, and that seems to help the product stay on my face. L'Oreal Telescopic, she's tried and true, and I feel like this one just gives a little more definition to my lashes, and it doesn't like necessarily look like I have a ton of mascara on. And then the last step, I'll use the Benetint also on my lips, and blend it in with my finger. So that's like my usual makeup routine. Okay, so you guys have seen me wear this sweater from H&M. I have this little white t-shirt on underneath. One of my favorite like styling, like easy styling hacks as of late, like the last few months or so, has just been adding a little t-shirt, like a white t-shirt underneath the sweater. I'm doing kind of like mixed metal today. Not intentionally, I just like already had this jewelry on from last night. Silver hoops from Luisa. This is all Luisa actually. Silver hoops from Luisa, gold little chain earrings, and my silver like herringbone necklace. I think is what this style is called. Silver belts from Target. Then these jeans I actually thrifted the other week. I have slippers on, but that's, you know, neither here nor there. They are actually quite big, but I kind of belted them higher up on my waist. I just needed like cheap jeans that I could wear to work, but I don't love them. I really think like the giant baggy jean trend is, you know, needs to see itself out the door, but I'm just, you know, at home today, so it's like whatever. And these are jeans I also wear to work, but I feel like good, just like slim fit jeans need to make a comeback. And I was looking for some when I went to find these, but they're just not there. Like a good fitted slim fit jean is not there. Either you're just like giant jeans like this or like skinny jeans, like skinny. I'm gonna save up for a nice pair. I have a pair in mind. I think they're from a Goldie that I'd like to purchase at some point, so that's on the list. I could just like scream right now. We need to just like clean out this room so bad. Wow, that interview was so good. And it was with a program that I had spoken with their current resident back in December, I think, just to, you know, get their perspective. And based on that conversation, I was like, oh, this is a program that I think I'd really like. The program director sounds really great. But I did the interview and they, you know, liked all my answers, and we were like chatting about other stuff, and I don't know, they kind of like gave me, they're not allowed to be like, oh, we're gonna rank you like this number or whatever. But sorry, my eye itches. But you know, they're allowed to say like, you're a great candidate, you know, stuff like that. And they did, but because I have to, we have to like make our rank list at the same time, and then there's like an algorithmic thing that matches it all up. It's basically the same thing as sorority recruitment if you've done that, which I have. The resident director was like, you know, we all find out on the same day what program got what resident and blah blah blah, so hopefully, you know, we'll be able to connect with you then. Like that sounds promising, you know what I'm saying? The program director, like talking to the whole team, was just like a breath of fresh air, and it wasn't like stressful at all, and it just felt like very like happy, and it was just and so now I have this other interview, this follow-up interview with like my like other top program, and so I'm just like overwhelmed with emotion right now. Yeah, it's like one of those things that, you know, like every decision you make could, you know, lead you down whatever path in life. Like you could go to a different coffee shop and like meet the love of your life or something, you know what I'm saying? Like little decisions like that can change your life without you really knowing. But this decision, like making my rank list and deciding who's number one, who's number two, and like on down the line, is a decision that like I know, like it's a decision that you know is going to change the trajectory of your life, similar to like deciding where you want to go to college if you go to college, deciding if you want to have kids, or like big stuff like that. It's like a decision that you know is gonna change your life, but it sucks because it's also a decision that I don't have complete control over. Just because I rank program X, Y, and Z, you know, 1, 2, 3, doesn't mean like I'm gonna get the top pick. Like it could be, I could get a program that's like way down the list. So yeah, so it just feels very stressful. and the program is only a year long, but they could offer me a position within the program at the end of the year or somewhere else in the hospital system that's like across the country. So yeah, I couldn't stop, like towards the end where we were just kind of like chit-chatting about like, they weren't like asking me questions necessarily, but just like learning styles and like patient communication, good patient care, and expectations for the resident in the program, and just, you know, stuff like that. I just like tried, you know, I try to do like the 3 nods every once in a while. I heard that on a podcast, I think it was a Mel Robbins podcast, that like doing like a head nod 3 times like makes people feel like warmth and connection and stuff. So there's a tip for you, I guess. I just like try not to just like smile, because I was so happy towards the end of that interview, but I didn't want to be like psychotic. So, but I'm so happy. Okay, I will talk to you guys later. Guess who took a nap all day? Okay, now that I'm looking at this on camera, it doesn't look super appetizing. But I made myself a bowl of pasta. This is a lot of sauce, but sometimes when I do pasta, I'll mix like a red sauce with cottage cheese actually to give it a little more protein. And I'll like blend it up, and it looks kind of weird now because like the textures are like very different, but like separates a little bit, but it tastes really good. And I need to drink my water bad. One of my February goals was to drink 64 ounces of water, and my second interview of the day went really good. Like those are my top 2 programs. Like I love them both so much, and I love like talking to each of the resident directors and the rest of their team. It's gonna be a really hard decision. It's like mid-morning now. I like had the whole morning, went to the gym, ate breakfast. I'm gonna like eat an early lunch actually right now, but I'm headed out for the day because I'm just like tired of being in the house, and I want to buy myself a coffee really, really bad and just like have like a work at a coffee shop day. I woke up like at a fine time. I had my alarm set earlier, but Callie, who is the little gray cat, sorry, Mike's like yelling on the phone. You're who I'm talking about. Okay. Yeah, so the little gray one is Callie, or Calcifer. Calcifer is her government name. And Lala is the big fluffy one. And his government name is Kilala. If you don't know, those are Mike's sister's cats that we are housing for the next few months. Anyways, she kept us up. She was like scratching at the door at like 12:30, and usually if she's hungry, she'll wake us up at like 4:30 or 5. But it was like 12:30 and she wasn't hungry. She just like was lonely. And so she was just like walking all over the bed all night, like tapping us with her paw. And now I'm off to a coffee shop. This is the outfit. It's like, I could have just, you know, went super, super comfy, but I love an occasion dressing up like a little bit. It's essentially the same outfit I wore yesterday. Same jeans, and then I'll probably wear these tonight too. Oh, I got the text, can you cover so-and-so's shift tonight text, and I said yeah. It's like 8 to close, meaning I probably won't get back here until like midnight or after, but I still have my whole day. So, and also another reason why I'm justifying going to get another coffee, because I'll be up late. good bit of time at the coffee shop and got some good stuff done. I submitted my rank list. I was like going over it like a million times, making sure everything was like in the correct order. But then I submitted it and it was like, you can change it anytime between now and like the date next week that they have to be turned in by. And I was like, oh, I like made it a bigger deal than it needed to be. But still exciting. It's now 7:20-ish and I'm getting ready to go to work. What? I'm like yawning and now is the time where I'm like starting my night routine, usually. So I'll probably have to like mop the floors and stuff. Which, oh. Hello. Yeah, so that doesn't feel like my journey, but I guess it is tonight. But I'm just gonna end the vlog here because I'm gonna change and then get ready to go. I hope you guys enjoyed my first work week in my life. What? So cool, so fun. We'll keep doing them. And for sure we'll do them if and when I match to residency and start in the summer. I feel like I'll enjoy those a little bit more. Hopefully you guys will as well. Thank you guys for watching. I love you so much. I did some content planning today, so make sure to follow me on all my other platforms, TikTok and Instagram. They're always linked down below. And anything that I talked about or mentioned in this video will also be linked down below. Wish me luck tonight. I will see you guys in the next video.